Architectural Builders Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Possibly. What type of trouble are you having?
It's a factory that it has a Kawneer single door, aluminum frame glass door, and it's got the pull on the outside and just a bar on the inside. The problem with this door is it's a factory entrance, and it gets a lot of use. 200 to 400 people cross through that door daily. What it is over the years, we've put on an electric strike, a Folger Adams electric strike on the door, and that kind of got it, over the use, it kind of just, the screws loosened, so it was able to wobble, and it finally got tore up. So we put a maglock on there, and now whenever people go up to the door, they tend to pull. If they don't have their card to get in, they tend to pull on that door, which tweaks the door, which is probably going to break it or break the glass or one. So I wanted to get away from that maglock. What I'd love to do, it's about a 20-year-old Kawneer door that I don't know the model of, single door. I would love to be able to have like a Pullman exit device on the inside that you do the crash bar, you push the thing, and something like, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but an electric strike like a HES 9400 electric strike on the inside. I know that they sell exit devices that have the guts to it that works with where the original cutouts are in the frame. But again, there was a different kind of strike put in there that cut out a lot of the metal of the door, so there's some missing parts of the door. Actually, they put a piece of metal up there, a corner plate, and riveted it in because there were so many holes in it. That's why I'm wanting to go to the push bar with a strike, like I stated. Do you have any recommendations, or do I sound like I'm off the wall with this stuff?
Oh, no, I think you're right on. What is the hardware that's on the door right now other than the maglock?
It's got a pull thing on the outside. It lets you pull the door open. And then on the inside, it's just a piece of metal that goes across. It does nothing. You just use it to push the door open so you don't press on the glass, I guess.
How do I tell the maglock to let go?
Oh, there's a request to exit on the wall push button.
So this is not an emergency egress required opening?
It should be. I mean, there should be another one that breaks the power to the maglock on the door, yes. And I'm trying to do away with the maglock because that's the situation I do not want to go into. I want to push a crash bar and they get out.
Yeah, so right now you've got something that's definitely runs afoul of code. Yeah. So I would yank the maglock. I would also abandon the idea of using the Hess strike because I think you're going to be on the same treadmill of maintenance problems down the road. I think what you should install is a rim exit device with electric latch retraction. Rock solid, built like a tank, reliable. A, that strike's going to come loose, that Hess. B, I'm not a fan of Hess at all. If you were going to do that idea, make it Folger Adam and not Hess, even though they're kind of the same company now.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's my opinion. I would go with electric latch retraction on a panic device.
I got you, and that's doable too. So the where I would normally put like a 9400 strike at, there would actually be something that you screw down that keeps that Pullman closed.
You're definitely going to need a strike plate mounted there. And what was the hardware there before the maglock?
Before they had a Folger Adams cylinder lock set. I'm not a locksmith by any means, so terminology I'm a little off. So where you put the key in on the door, they had a Folger Adams something series, I can't remember now. But instead of having like a Pullman style thing that came out, it had that twist thing that would go up. There's several plates together that are cut out like a fish hook that you turn the key and it just goes up into a groove into the jam, a hole into the jam, and just kind of catches up. Is what they had originally.
Huh.
That was replaced with a Folger Adams mortise lock thing and a Folger Adams strike in the jam. And it was the proper parts put in, but they just got so much wear and tear on them.
Right. So it sounds like you've got enough of your frame intact to attach the regular strike plate to for an exit device, because that's going to be surface mounted or rim mounted, and that strike would mount to the soffit, not into the door pocket or the rabbet. It would mount on the soffit of the stop. So you should have room there to install that.
Yeah, it's the door is installed on the if you look at the frame, let's say the frame is 4 inches thick, and in the center there's a 1/2-inch divider that sticks out that's only about like 1/8 of an inch thick. That's what the door stops on.
Yeah, it's called a blade stop.
Okay, so where that blade stop is, so I would put in a Pullman-style exit device, and now I would have to cut out a section of that little, what did you call it?
That's a blade stop.
I'd have to cut out a section of that blade stop to put in the strike plate.
You're going to need to mount a strike to that part of the frame, and yes, you're going to need to notch that blade stop a little bit.
That's what I got. That's what I thought. Now, you don't think the 94. Are you familiar with the HES's 9400 series? It's like a 6 inches by 2 inches. They sit in there and they're pretty flat. You can't move those babies if you try.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Hess. I've had nothing but bad luck. Other people love them. I just have had bad luck with them. I know the strike that you're referring to, obviously. It's if you have a new installation, you don't have to worry about the back set of the panic device. I just, I've gotten calls on Saturday afternoons that my strike doesn't work, and every time that happens, it's a Hess strike.
Oh yeah, I've put in the 8000 series, HES 8000 series, which you're not supposed to do any cutting. You just put it in the door and boom, it works. If that thing's not angled properly, you're not getting that door open, no matter what you do. So I've had some problems with some strikes myself. But overall, I love strikes over maglocks because of the pain of maglocks. If somebody didn't get out of the building, I just can't have that happen. So you
could do your Hess 9400, then you would just do a regular manual exit device.
What's throwing me is I do access control and stuff like that, but I'm not a locksmith or something. So I want to put a crash bar on there, but what's throwing me is I still want to be able to key lock it on the outside, and I'm not sure which model crash bar to get, a rim exit device, and which cylinder lock set to put in.
Well, so what you're going to leave the pull handle that you have there now. You can just add a rim cylinder so that someone can get in via key. Your keypad or your card reader, that's all going to stay. And at that point, it's just a matter of really all you need is the exit device and the strike, and then a rim cylinder. The exit device can be anywhere from $150 up to $1,500, depending on how heavy of a device you want to go with. That sort of volume, you should be using a Von Duprin or something in that caliber where, you're going to be $1,000 for an exit device, but it's meant to be used 1,000 times a day.
The Von Duprin are heavy duty?
Oh my gosh. Well, Von Duprin has different series, but they're known for being built like a tank. Yes.
I got you, because I've seen Jackson and some other models out there. So me being a novice at this, how do I match the Von Duprin or any exit device to the cylinder where you put the key in and make sure I've got the right parts?
No, they're all going to be compatible with a rim cylinder. Any exit device you buy will take a rim cylinder.
Oh, okay, okay. So I'm looking at your site right now, and I'm seeing like the 1786. That's where I'm starting from. Just looking at different models.
Yep. You
Um,
can do the Kawneer as well. Sure.
what is the? Yeah, that's where it zeroed in on was going there. What is like? I'm looking at the 1786-17 rim exit device. What's the dash 17 mean?
The color, that means it's clear anodized aluminum.
Oh, okay. I've got a brown. This is a brown aluminum frame type thing.
You want the dash
Bronze
40.
dash 40. Would that be the same nomenclature with the Von Duprin? Von Duprin, would it be the number dash 40 for the color?
No,
That's
you'd have to specify the dark bronze. If you were going to do Von Duprin, you'd probably look at their 33 series. It depends on how wide the styles are.
Is it on your webpage?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it all is in there. But how wide are the styles?
Now you got me there. I just learned this morning what styles was at the bottom of the door. How thick that piece is going across the bottom. Is that the styles, or is that?
That's the bottom rail. The style is the vertical member on the outside of the door. How wide that is that you can mount the hardware to.
I didn't measure it, but I want to say it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 inch to 2 inches. Well, surely over an inch, but around 2 inches somewhere now.
Yeah, we'd have to know that dimension as a hard dimension because that will dictate what we end up using. I am not sure the Kawneer will fit on that, and we might need to look at a Jackson for that. I'd have to take a look.
Is a Kawneer trimmable? I've seen one video where you install it, you measure the door, and then you cut it down to size and put it on.
Yeah, you'll be able to cut the devices to fit your door within the range of what it can be trimmed down to.
I got you. So I need to go measure that door real quick and call you all back, don't I?
You can't order something without knowing that. That's for sure.
So if I'm looking through your devices on your page, like I'm looking at this Kawneer 1786, you're telling me that this is made for a certain thickness of a door, that I need to find that thickness so I can figure out which Kawneer 1786 to buy?
Not exactly. The width of the style will dictate which devices will work on it. I don't know if the 1786 will go down to like 1 3/4. I'd have to find out. I imagine that it will, but I don't think it will. I think it might. I'd have to get that information from the factory because they don't put it. They don't put it in their instructions. The minimum style width.
Yeah, I see that. I don't see anything on your webpage for what a style dimension for this, what it requires. I do see that it says for medium traffic areas available for 190, 350, and 500 style doors. What does that mean?
That's a reference to the type of to the series of Kawneer doors. I don't
know the model number of this door, and it's just bugging my brain because I'm trying to fit things together, starting from scratch. And Kawneer's no help from their website. I can't find out what style this door is. Is there any way you could tell me what the 190, 350, and 500 mean?
That's just the different series. It's like saying different series of cars. Just different series. They've got, the gold, the bronze, the silver series. It's just like that. But you don't need to know what series it is. And it's likely that what was made 20 years ago is none of those 3 series. The only thing you have to know is how wide the style is.
I got you. Well, I'll go out there and I'll measure it. And how late do you guys stay open?
So there's someone on the clock till 7 Eastern. I am literally leaving in 5 or 10 minutes, which is no problem because I'll be back here in the morning at about 8 in the morning Eastern time, and my name is Richard.
Richard, well, I appreciate your help. It seemed like it was destiny, man. I caught you just before you left out the door. You've been really helpful.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm normally here till 5, but on Fridays I try to leave a little early just to have a life for an extra hour.
Yeah, I got you. That's what I'm trying to do, too.
Yeah.
Well, Richard, I appreciate your help, and I'm going to keep you in mind, and I'll give you a call back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.